The following audio may contain the personal testimonials of some OPTAVIA coaches or clients of OPTAVIA. The results relayed in these messages are based on the unique experiences of the participants, and we cannot guarantee like or similar outcomes. While you may be inspired by these accounts, please note that any stories of success have not been verified and your individual path to optimal health will vary. As always, it is our recommendation that you consult with a healthcare provider before starting a weight loss program. Yours in health, the OPTAVIA team.
All right, well, I'm so excited to get a chance to share with all of you tonight. This is going to be our 30-minute trilogy presentation. This is where we actually get a chance to share stories from our clients who are now working as health coaches, OPTAVIA coaches, and they're working with their friends and family members to help others to create health and well-being in their life. And so we're excited that you get a chance to hear a little bit more about some of the amazing stories. We've got 4 amazing stories of people that have transformed your life. If you throw mine in there, you got a 5th story. My story is, if you've never heard it before, is that I started this program 10 years ago. December 28, 2008 is when I started the OPTAVIA program, and I went on to lose 100 pounds on the program, and it radically transformed my physical health, my mental health, and it began to affect other areas of my life like financial health and my vocational health. And I just wanted to start helping other people to get what I got. And so when my coach invited me to become an OPTAVIA coach, I didn't know if I was qualified. I thought I needed to be further along in my journey or my education. But what I learned is that by simply sharing what I had been given and inviting other people to connect to what I had been introduced to, other people could get healthier as well. And I could encourage them with the OPTAVIA coach opportunity. And so for the last 10 years, I've had a chance to impact lots of friends and family members. And I've seen so many people transform their lives because of this simple system that we have available to us. Our co-founder, Dr. Wayne Scott Anderson, many of you have read his just transformational material in his best-selling book, Discover Your Optimal Health, and the Habits of Health coaching system, which is our transformational system that he wrote to basically give people the simple steps to adopt the habits of health, one healthy habit at a time, to create lifelong transformation. Our parent company has lots of, almost 40 years of credibility and history in the marketplace. And because of our mission, Getting America Healthy, we have attracted many healthcare professionals and people that are passionate about helping people to create health in their life to join in with this amazing opportunity to change America to become a healthier place, and then to expand that and to go into the world and to be able to help other people to get healthier. And we're just beginning our international expansion. So it's exciting times to be us. And I'm excited to get a chance to share with you a little bit about how our program and our opportunity works. And so you can evaluate it and explore it and see if it's right fit for you. Our company is actually one of the most trustworthy companies in the country. We actually were recognized in 2016 and 2017 in Forbes magazine as one of the most top 100 trustworthy companies in the country. And that brings us great pride because we work hard to create great leadership, all the way from our corporate office down into our field. We are building transformational leaders. We're using principles and transformational habits to really play at the highest level we can with trust and credibility. That's why our company is being recognized across the country in periodicals that are very well trusted financial periodicals. We also have an amazing program that helps people to transform their lives. And so if you've been considering something that you'd like to participate in that would maybe help other people to bring more purpose into your life, or maybe you're just looking for more accountability with your own health journey, and then you feel if you help other people to get healthier, you're going to become more accountable and you're going to get healthier. Or maybe you're looking for an income opportunity and you want to do something that is flexible. You want to have the opportunity to make an impact and choose the hours that you work. Well, I can tell you what, the harvest is plenty, but the workers are few. We can see from the numbers on the screen that we have such an obesity pandemic around the world. Just in the US alone, we've got 70.7% of American adults that are 20 years of age and older that are considered to be overweight and obese. And we're even starting to pass that down to the next generation. This is the first time in American history that the next generation is not going to have the same quality of life and the same level of mortality, same age of mortality as the previous generations. And we need to do something about that. And that's why we share this health coach opportunity to be able to invite people in to explore it and see if it's a good fit, because we need more feet on the street. We need more people that are coaching their friends and family members and their kids and their grandkids to adopt the habits of health. And we don't need them to become experts. We don't need them to go back to school. We just need them to utilize the system that we've created. And we call this our 4 components. And each one of these components complements the other. All of these 4 components work together so that it doesn't require you to have to know everything or do everything. You just simply introduce people to the system, and the system, with some guidance and encouragement and some simple resources that you would provide to a client, people can transform their lives. The coach is just simply a guide. The coach is not there to basically tell people what to do. The coach is there to ask people what they want to do, why they want to do it, when they want to do it by, where they're going to find the time or the resource to do what they need to do, and who they want to partner with. And then we give them a very simple plan to show them how to go about getting what it is that they want, whether that be physical, mental, or financial well-being. This one-on-one support system really helps individuals to overcome the barriers that they're facing. And using Dr. Anderson's transformational system, the Habits of Health book and workbook, you can basically give people a self-paced, self-study program that can help them to transform their lives. Now, if you give your friends and family members books and workbooks, they're probably not going to do them on their own. They need guidance, they need encouragement, they need accountability, and that's where the OPTAVIA coach comes in to provide that. And we provide all of this training. And one of the stories I want to share with you today is a story that it comes from an individual that actually struggled with a mild heart attack. She actually struggled with a heart challenge, and now she's repairing her heart by living a healthier lifestyle and beginning to help other people to live a healthier lifestyle. So I'd love to have Valerie come off of mute and share a little bit about her transformational story. Valerie, are you there?
I'm here, David. Can you hear me?
You bet. Share with us a little bit more about your journey from the left side of the screen to the right side of the screen.
Well, on the left side of that screen, I use that as my before picture, and that is actually, I was literally having the heart attack at that point. When I tell people about OPTAVIA, I usually tell them that I'm the poster child for our trilogy of health, which is healthy body, healthy mind, healthy finances, because before OPTAVIA, I was a complete wreck in all of those areas. I'm a mom to 2 boys. My oldest will be 18 next week, and my youngest is 15, if that gives you any indication of my mental stress. Seriously, my husband is absolutely awesome, and I have been very blessed to be a stay-at-home mom for all these years. Now, we did go through some difficult financial times, and for a while had ourselves in a pretty bad situation. I had done a few work from home gigs to try to help out, but it was never anything really significant, and they were more like hobbies. So 2 years ago, when my friend Debbie approached me about OPTAVIA, because it had been so life-changing for her, and God love her, she was concerned about my health. All I really heard was that she was working from home, and I wanted to hear more about that. She just about smacked me upside my head, yelling at me that I needed to do this to get healthy, because like I said, she was so concerned about my health, because she was actually one of the friends who was with me when I suffered my heart attack a little over 5 years ago. My health actually declined after that. I suffered from depression, which I found out later is a common side effect of a heart attack. And between the depression and the cocktail of medications that they put me on, I started gaining weight. Add in there the financial distress and my husband telling me that I really needed to go get a job, and forget it. I was just a total mess. I couldn't even bear the thought of trying to find a job, let alone having to get up and get dressed and go to a job every day. So back to Debbie. We had a few more conversations, and I finally agreed to do the program, basically just to make her happy. Now, anyone who has been on our program knows exactly where I'm going with this. In a matter of days and weeks of starting the program, I was losing weight, my mental state was improving, and I felt amazing. I went on to lose 45 pounds, but I gained so much more than I could have ever imagined. The health coaching job started off as a means to help us financially, but it has really helped in so many other ways. I have become a major contributor to our finances and helped to dig us out of the hole we were in. Coaching has also helped me to be conscious of my own healthy habits. And as far as mental health, it's very fulfilling and empowering to be helping my family financially the way that I am. But more importantly than that, you just can't feel any better than when you're helping people to become healthy and change their lives and be the best version of themselves. So OPTAVIA has completely changed my life physically, mentally, financially, and I love sharing it with others and having them see what's possible for them.
So great, Valerie. I love hearing your story, and I can tell that, it's right from the heart. And, there's a lot of people out there that have a broken heart. They have a broken heart physically. They have a broken heart mentally. They're depressed. They're lonely. They're sad. They're not feeling a sense of purpose. They're not feeling a sense of significance. Or they're in a position where financially they're brokenhearted. They're not being able to do the things in life that they wanted to do. The things that have been on their heart, they have been restricted from doing. And so many people are ashamed of the opportunity that they don't have. They're ashamed that they can't give back to their community. But with an opportunity like OPTAVIA, you truly can be rewarded for helping more people and just sharing your heart. You don't have to become a physician or a nurse. You can actually become a certified OPTAVIA coach with a very simple plan and with lots of support. Our OPTAVIA community provides the resources both virtually and locally, where you can actually do local events. You can do online events like we're doing right now. You can plug your clients and friends into support calls and video calls like we're doing right now. And we also have registered dietitians and nutritionists to customize meal plans for even the most sickest patients or the people that have the most restricted dietary intake requirements. So this program is something that can help almost every person out there that wants to get healthier. We can't help people that don't want to get healthier because they don't need a coach. They don't have a place that they want to go to. But with an OPTAVIA coach and a person that has a passion for going somewhere, we can give them a vehicle for life change. The fourth component is our fuelings. The fuelings are our revenue driver. We're teaching people to eat smaller portions, protein, carb balanced, and we're teaching them to do that on a regular, consistent basis, helping to fuel their body 6 times a day or every 2 to 3 hours. We're teaching them to drink more water, and we're giving it to them in a very basic, simple formula, so they don't have to count calories or points or carbohydrates, and they don't have to read the backs of food labels, or they don't have to do a lot of planning or preparing or purchasing or portion sizing, which oftentimes derails people in their busy lifestyle, whether it's because of the lack of time or the lack of knowledge and lack of energy, or just simply the lack of results. People won't continue to do something if it's not showing them results unless they have a high level of willpower and motivation. And most people don't have that. And many of you know that because you've tried to do things before and stopped. But with our scientifically created formula and our medically proven program and products, we actually provide safe weight loss that is very encouraging and very predictable. So what people are able to do is to eat 6 times a day, have a variety of options, learn how to make healthier choices, but only have to do it maybe once or twice or at most 3 times a day. And we're helping them to navigate through an unhealthy environment that most people are in. Most people are not in a supportive environment. So we're giving them a scientifically proven nutritional profile designed to provide the right nutrition, protein, carbs, vitamins, minerals, in a turnkey meal plan for the same cost as what they would be spending on healthy groceries and dining out. So we're not taking money from them for coaching fees or expensive deductibles. We're taking their money away from the fast food restaurants or the liquor stores and the convenience stores and the grocery stores where they're maybe buying a lot of bulk processed food, and we're changing it to healthy, pre-portioned, packaged, grab-and-go options that are very tasty and very satisfying for people to get very predictable results. And a person doesn't need to lose weight on our program. We have a lot of individuals that are using our program because they want to actually just live a healthier lifestyle. But we also have people that have major transformational changes. And the next story you're going to get a chance to hear is not just a physical transformation or a mental transformation, but a life transformation. Corey, take yourself off of mute and share with everybody a little bit about your journey.
All right, David, can you hear me?
You bet. Thanks, buddy.
All right. So first, thank you for giving me the chance to share my story here tonight. I love sharing my story with as many people as that are willing to listen. So what can I say? I've been a big guy my entire life. I grew up in a family of very much overweight people, and I just assumed that that's what life was supposed to be like. All of my life, I overate. I ate my feelings. Whether I was happy, sad, bored, it didn't matter. Every celebration was about food. Life revolved around food. So, throughout that time, I was able to sort of maintain, I don't want to say maintain, stave off excess by working a lot of manual labor jobs. I worked a lot of jobs where I was on my feet all the time. And that was able to keep me from getting too far out of control. But eventually, I worked my way up through my day job, and I received a promotion where I sit at a desk a lot. But I continued my poor eating habits. And because of that, I ended up in October of 2017, before I started OPTAVIA, at 476 pounds. And that picture that you see there on the far left was taken a little bit before that. It was around June of 2017, but I was 476 pounds at that time. So what can I say? I hit a wall. I was broken. I couldn't stand for more than a few minutes at a time without being in severe pain. I couldn't take a shower without being in pain. I couldn't sleep. My wife refers to my former life as a body in the house. I wasn't an active member in my family. But fortunately, I saw a good friend of mine and his wife lose a bunch of weight, and I didn't know how they did it. I had no idea they were health coaches, but I knew that they had lost a bunch of weight and they were keeping it off, and that intrigued me. So when I finally hit my wall, I reached out to them, and they were gracious enough to tell me all about OPTAVIA. So on October 27th of 2017, I started my program. So it's been just over 15 months. And at my last weigh-in, I have lost a total of 221 pounds. I've lost 9 pant sizes, 4 shirt sizes. But I tell you, so much more important than what I have lost, I have gained some amazing things. I've gained relationships with people I never would have had the opportunity to meet had it not been for OPTAVIA. That picture that's on the right there, that you can only see the UN and the UNI, that was at the state football championship last year that my son was at, the varsity state football championship. And prior to OPTAVIA, there would have not been an opportunity for me to go. I would not have been able to walk that far or stand that long or be involved in any of that. So the fact that I was able to be there made every effort that I've put into this well worth it. So a little bit more about my story. I'm in my 40s, and as you know, as you see, I was a very overweight, obese man. And very early on into the program, my coach said, "Hey, you ought to think about being a health coach." And I said, "No, you're nuts. There's no way anybody is going to want to hear anything about health from a 40-year-old overweight man. It's not going to happen." And he said, "You know what? Why don't you look at it this way? You're just asking people to join you on your journey." And I said, "Well, you know what? If that's all I'm doing, I might be able to do that." So I thought about it some more and decided that, given the fact that this program is so portable, maybe I could do it. With the virtual community that we have, it allows me, with my day job, to coach people along the path. It allows for me to work from wherever I have to work, which is absolutely amazing. I do travel some for my job. So when I'm gone on the road at a trade show, I can still be in touch with clients in the evenings. I could still support them. I could still walk alongside them. When they need answers, if they need help, we can still be in touch. And the fact that OPTAVIA has created such an amazing virtual community for people. I mean, the live events are awesome. They're amazing. But being able to get together in ways like this, like we're doing this evening, or for just any other purpose, we can get together on Facebook. We can get together through Messenger. There's just so many avenues that OPTAVIA has created for us or allowed us to utilize that it makes being a coach so simple. I couldn't say no. I couldn't not help people find the freedom that I have found through OPTAVIA.
So great, Corey. I want you just to give everybody just a kind of a general idea of about how many clients you've been supporting. If you can give us kind of a rough number. I want people to know that this is not just something that you have been playing with. You have actually transformed many people's lives. Can you share with us a little bit more on that?
Sure. So I actually just checked Connect earlier today, and I've impacted the lives of 53 individuals since I started my program, and I'm currently coaching about 16 active clients.
And you became a coach when you had how much more weight to lose?
Oh boy, I was just a shade over a month in. So I don't know, I had maybe still another 210, 215 pounds to go.
That's so great. I still appreciate you sharing that with us, Corey, because that's where most people get stuck at. They don't feel like that they have enough experience. They don't feel like that they've lost enough weight, or they don't feel like that they have, a story to tell. And we can just tell you that you have a story to tell. Most people don't need to know how the story finishes. They need to know how the story began and how the story has started for you. And that's enough for them. They don't need to know the summit of the mountain and how you achieve the trilogy of optimal health. They just need to know of how you have hope and how you have help and how you're getting better health. And if you use this trilogy as an example for what we're doing, this is really what we offer people. We offer people the opportunity to take every aspect of their life, if they want, to create a healthier life. So as you begin to look at this continuum here and you center into your individual scores, where do you rank yourself at in each of the categories, physically, mentally, financially? You don't have to answer the question in the chat, but if you begin to look at your life and you feel like you're less than a 10 in any of those categories, do you think that you could begin to help another person to improve one score in each one of those categories by just reaching out and saying, hey, I'd love to share with you what I'm doing and connect you to the people that I'm doing it with? And that's how simple OPTAVIA coaching starts. Our next story is with Lynne. Lynne is out in the West Coast, and she's going to share a heart-wrenching story about how she was able to use OPTAVIA coaching to create more financial and mental blessings in her life. Lynne, welcome to the call.
Thank you, David. I'm really excited to be able to share what OPTAVIA has done for me, because it's been such a blessing in my life. I started my journey the Sunday right after Thanksgiving, because I want to have that last meal. And I was 50 years old. It was 2 years ago. And I originally just started out as something to get me healthy. And I saw a friend that had lost some weight with the program, and I knew if she could do it, I could do it. And so that's what I did. I ended up losing 30 pounds and have kept it off, which is really exciting. And that's probably where a lot of people started out, just thinking that, oh, I'm going to lose some weight, and that's great. But I also had calcified tendonitis in both shoulders, and being Italian, I couldn't move. And as a teacher, I've been a teacher for 30 years, and I love teaching, but I really didn't have what I needed as far as financials goes. I was living kind of paycheck to paycheck, even though I was a coach and doing all these things to earn extra money in my teaching career. So when OPTAVIA came along, I thought this was just a way to get healthy. And I really didn't look at the coaching aspect. My coach said, you know what, people are noticing. And it was kind of like the Harry Met Sally effect. Everybody's like, Lynn, what are you doing? And so I would just tell them. And she said, you know, you really should become a coach. And no, I don't have time for that. No, don't have any time for that. But the more I thought about it, my little brother, Andrew, and if you saw in the picture, he was the one that was on the right. He was diagnosed 47 years old at the time, pre-diabetic, cardiac conditions, over 100 pounds overweight, was having all kinds of joint pains and things like that. And being the big sister, I always take care of my little brother. So I thought, you know what, I'll be a coach just to help him get healthy. And that's all I really wanted to do. And subsequently, he lost over 100 pounds, is the ideal picture of health now, and just thriving in life. So it really did, OPTAVIA not only saved my life in providing me with just the joy of helping others and providing finances that I wouldn't have had as a teacher, but it also really saved my brother's life. And so I'm eternally grateful for that. This summer, this is kind of another wonderful thing that OPTAVIA has blessed me with. This summer, my father passed away, and he had been suffering from an illness and was in hospice for over 2.5 years at home. And without OPTAVIA, I wouldn't have been able to fly home from Arizona to North Carolina, you know, on a spur of the moment to visit. And I wouldn't have been able to spend my summers with my parents and helping them out, because I would have had to been working a job to help with my own finances. So it really was a blessing to be able to do that. And just a little tidbit, this Thanksgiving, which would have marked 2 years for me starting the OPTAVIA program, I was able to have such a blessing to bring my mother to Arizona with me. My mother, this is the first holiday. Thanksgiving was the first holiday without my father, and my dad's birthday was right around Thanksgiving on the 25th. So she wasn't really feeling up to par and wanting to celebrate. So what I was able to do is the day before Thanksgiving, say to her, you know what, why don't I fly out? And then you can tell your friends that, you know, sorry, I can't do Thanksgiving with you because my daughter's coming out. And I brought her back. So I flew out there to North Carolina, and 7 hours later, flew back with her, and was able to equip my house with handicap accessible items so that she was comfortable here. And that was such a blessing, because I would have never been able to do that without this awesome opportunity. And as a teacher, we're helping kids, and we do that because we love to do it. And it's just like that with OPTAVIA. You know, we have this gift that we've been given, and you just want to go out there and share it. And when you find out, oh my goodness, it can help you financially too. That's just blow my mind kind of thing. So, you know, I want to just really thank my coaches, you know, Louise and Rick Kademan and Sherry Circle and Rita Waltrip, for really introducing this to me, because you've changed my life. And I hope that those of you that are watching can realize that this isn't just something that can get you healthy. It's a way that you can really help other people, and it can make a dramatic effect on your life. And it's better, you know, like they say, it's better to give than to receive. And with OPTAVIA, you get it all. And it's the best blessing I've ever had. So thank you, David.
You bet. Thanks so much, Lynn. Gosh, I told everybody it was going to be heart-wrenching, and just you could see the emotions in your face of just, you know, how much your family means to you, and just the opportunity to give back. And that's the authenticity of what we do, is that most people decide to become an OPTAVIA coach because they want to reinforce their own decision to become healthier. And they realize if they learn more, they'll become more. And if they become more, they'll achieve more. And then they'll get a chance to help other people. So they'll get a chance to make a difference. It's very fun and rewarding when they start to see the OPTAVIA coach community. I mean, the OPTAVIA client community is one thing, but wait till you start get a chance to hang out with people that are pursuing the optimal life. They're living a life with physical, mental, and financial well-being as their goal. And then to be compensated for doing something that you probably would have done for free if you would have known how much it would impact a person's life. And to be able to leave a legacy is also an awesome opportunity of why people decide to become an OPTAVIA coach. Our final panelist for tonight is actually a pastor. Jeff's a pastor of a local church in Iowa, and he had got inspired by one of the members of his congregation getting healthier. And Jeff, would you share a little bit more about how you have transformed your health and now how you're paying it forward to many other ministry leaders and friends?
I would love to, Dave. Yeah, when I went out with John Dunwell, who became really my coach, and he's a partner with me here at the church, really in ministry right now. I went out with him to lunch, and I saw, John, you've lost like a lot of weight. What did you do? And he said, well, I really can't help you, but this guy David, right? David, you were the one that helped him. He said, why don't you call David? I was 55 years old, still am. This was 4 months ago yesterday that I started OPTAVIA. At 55, I was starting to feel like I'm just resigned to the fact that it's hard to lose weight at my age. I just don't think that I can do it. I don't think it's going to happen for me. So I just decided that, I just got to live with this, and I'll do the best I can. When I saw John's transformation, I thought, okay, maybe there's something here. When I talked with David, it was just one phone call. One phone call is all I needed. I was ready to go. And David is teaching me, I'm trying to learn that as an OPTAVIA health coach, we're just looking for people who are looking for us. And I'm looking for people who are ready. I talked with a guy just yesterday. I shared it all with him. And I said to him, you know what? You got to be ready. Because if you trust me at all, if you're ready, this is what you're ready for. If you're not ready, then it's not for you. But when you're ready, then let me know, because it's like, and these others have said this. It's so funny. I think Corey said he saw that these folks had lost weight and kept it off, and he wondered what they were doing. Why is it that good health and keeping your weight on, why is it such a mystery? Because our entire culture is pushing exactly against it. Our entire culture is going to make their money by us eating everything and anything that we want or desire. And we see somebody who's lost weight, and it's like such an anomaly. It's like, oh my goodness, what in the world are you doing? Tell me the secret. Well, I've found out, and I've worked with a lot of pastors over the years, and for the last 6 years, I've been working with pastors and speaking to them on a podcast, thousands of pastors around the world. And all of a sudden, it's like I figured out this secret that's just hidden in plain sight. And I found out the pastors need good news too. Because while I was helping other people and sharing with other people, on the inside in this whole, health and fitness realm, I was dying on the inside. And so now I'm talking to other pastors. I've got 10 others right now involved, and I think they've lost combined over 20 pounds, or not 20, over 200 pounds together. And I just started this 4 months ago, and I am just about to 60 pounds down. I think I got 3 more pounds to go where I'm 60 pounds down. So it's good news. It's good news for me. And then the coaching opportunity, yeah, how can you not do it? I talked to one of my clients today on the phone, and I said, listen, you're getting close to where people are going to start asking you, and you just have to decide what you're going to do. You can't keep good. I mean, we're pastors, right? We can't keep good news to ourselves. And so coaching is, as the others have said, is just the natural outgrowth. So I'm thrilled to be a part of it. I'm thrilled for what it's done for me. And I'm just starting, but looking forward to growing through these opportunities.
Yeah, just watching Jeff's story, I mean, knowing 4 months ago we had that conversation, and how he has begun to become actually a great leader of health when he actually was a self-proclaimed food addict 4 months ago, where he just felt like food had control over him. And so if people in ministry who, have high moral values and have high dedication and high motivation to live a better life, if they're struggling with the same things that their church members are, then we're all in this together. And it's amazing to be able to see how a person like Jeff that doesn't necessarily have a lot of extra time because he's got this church he's caring for, he's also able to help other pastors and other leaders to awaken them to get healthier. And so everybody's got their own group of people that they can help. And, you know, it's a big market. There's an opportunity to earn a really good income helping people to get healthier without having to focus on the money, because you just simply help people to get healthier. And as they get healthier, you are paid based upon the number of people that you're getting healthier and the revenue that's created by helping them through the OPTAVIA system. It starts off with you becoming an OPTAVIA coach. If you choose, you can offer the OPTAVIA coach opportunity to your clients, but you don't have to make a very rewarding income. If you want to become a business coach of other coaches, you can actually take your time and multiply your efforts by investing into other people who are investing to other people. And over time, you can actually grow into an OPTAVIA business leader where you're leading teams of people around the country and even now into the other sides of the world as we expand internationally. So how does it work for coaches? It's relational. You don't have to go out there and sell and tell. You just simply share and care and follow up, and you coach people to overcome the barriers that they're facing to live a healthy lifestyle. You're completely independent. You're self-employed. Nobody tells you when to show up for work or what you have to do. You choose how much you want to do. You can do it full-time, part-time, or even spare time in the cracks of your day, like many new coaches do. The startup cost is $199. The operating costs are very low, and there's no inventory requirements. And it's flexible. You can work where you want to work, a phone and a laptop or an iPad or some sort of a tablet, and you're in business. And you're in business for yourself. You're just not in business by yourself. With no quotas or purchases required, you don't have to be a part of something that you don't want to be buying. You don't have to load up to make money. You can just simply share, care, and follow up and coach and encourage people to plug into the system. And with all the training and support that's provided, you don't have to know everything to get started. You can truly learn how you're actually earning an income. So if you want to get started, you can start to partner with the person that invited you to this webinar, this video, and they can start helping you to get started without a financial contribution or investment. You can simply start sharing with people what you're excited about, inviting them to learn more, and working with our mentorship teams, as every coach has a mentorship team, and those mentors will actually help you to begin to build your coaching practice and coach your clients through the process. So what does it look like to help other people? This is our income disclosure statement. It basically says is that there's some people that are only helping a few friends and family members, and they're not making a tremendous amount of income. There's also people out there that are doing it full-time and making a very rewarding income. So take a look on the website or contact the person that invited you to this webinar to get more details about the compensation plan and how it could potentially fit into your life. And if you're interested in joining us, there couldn't be a better time. We'd love to have you join in with us and be a part of this amazing community and to create more stories like you heard tonight. So thanks everybody for joining us. On behalf of all the panelists, I want to say thank you for investing your time. If this is something that you think would benefit somebody else, we'd really appreciate you sharing this recording with other people and to keep taking the steps, regardless of what you choose to do. We hope that each and every one of you continue to create optimal health and well-being in your life. Thanks everybody and have a good night.
This audio may have contained the personal testimonials of some OPTAVIA coaches or clients of OPTAVIA. The results relayed in these messages are based on the unique experiences of the participants, and we cannot guarantee like or similar outcomes. While you may be inspired by these accounts, please note that any stories of success have not been verified and your individual path to optimal health will vary. As always, it is our recommendation that you consult with a healthcare provider before starting a weight loss program. Yours in health, the OPTAVIA team.